Welcome to A Course in Business Miracles. This is Heather Dominic, creator of businessmiracles.com and founder and leader of the highly sensitive entrepreneur movement. Join me today for some genuine practical assistance and a business-altering and life-changing experience, a business miracle. This is A Course in Business Miracles, episode number 80, HSE feature with dentist Karen Wallet. Welcome to this Business Miracles HSE feature episode. I am just so thrilled to be featuring Karen Wallet as a member of the Business Miracles community and as a successful, highly sensitive entrepreneur. Karen, aside from being a valued member of the Business Miracles community, has been practicing dentistry since 1991 after a 17-year career as a dental hygienist. Since 1994, she has been a co-owner with her husband, who is also a dentist, of a multi-generational dental practice. Most of their patients have been with them since 1982, and they are now seeing their grandchildren. It is a unique family-oriented practice. Karen is also a health coach and a representative for the safer skincare company, Beauty Counter. As a health coach, she has been drawn to help women who are caretakers for a spouse or parents who have been diagnosed with cancer. Her husband was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in December 2018, and she quickly learned how to be a patient advocate, how to navigate the world of medical terminology and treatment, and still maintain her own health and peace of mind, and keep the dental practice producing, all as a highly sensitive entrepreneur. She uses her experience to help others stay healthy and strong while they help the people they love. It is such an honor to be a part of Karen's HSE journey, and I am so very pleased to be sharing this episode with you today. You will want to listen in as I talk with Karen about how before she joined the Business Miracles mentoring program, she was lacking confidence and now has stepped up to be a leader and easily have important, difficult conversations with her team to put systems and finances in place so that she can actually take more personal time with her husband. All of this has led to an immediate increase of 50% per month. Karen, welcome to the Business Miracles podcast.
Hi, Heather. Thanks so much for having me.
I am so looking forward to this conversation with you today. I love all of our conversations, but I'm really looking forward to just having the opportunity to dial into what you've been creating as a Business Miracles, mentoring member. So yay. And again, welcome.
Thanks.
So you have been in the Business Miracles mentoring programs since 2016, and you are currently in the Business Miracles Eminence mentoring program. And I would love to have you share just a little bit about, when you and I first connected, and even more importantly, when you discovered that you were a highly sensitive entrepreneur.
So I first discovered that I was highly sensitive when it was recommended by my health coach, who was and still is a member of Eminence Group also. And she said that I might want to take the quiz on your website. So I did. And if there is super uber HSE, that was me. And you were giving a 21-day introductory course at the time, and I took it, and I have to tell you, what sold me immediately was your voice. It was calm. It just generated a lot of confidence. So when I was done the 21-day course, I immediately signed up for the 6-month foundational principles course, and then right into elite mentoring. I mean, I did not want to stop there. And I know I told you at that retreat that I'd never had a mentor before. And as soon as I met you, I knew that you were going to be my mentor.
I so appreciate hearing all of that. I have chills. So first of all, thank you so much for that feedback in regards to just really, feeling connected to the sound and energy of my voice. I so appreciate that. And that, that you really just were in such a flow in regards to the Business Miracles mentoring process. And I do remember at your first in-person training retreat and you letting me know that you'd never had a mentor. And I was so honored because, I don't know, can we talk about how old you are?
Sure. Sure. I'm proud of my age at this point.
Good. Yes, you should be. So can we just say that you're in your 60s?
I am. I'm into my 60s.
Right? So it was such an honor to me, to just have that acknowledgement. And really more than anything is it told me immediately so much about you because of your willingness to really begin this process and your HSE journey without being held back by any sense of, age restrictions or stories. And it's been really incredible to watch your growth just over these last few years. And again, what always amazes me and I have such admiration for you about is your consistent willingness to show up and stay with the process. And so along those lines, I'd love to just hear from you, your side of it. What have you seen in regards to the difference that this commitment and this willingness on your part has made for you and your business?
That's a really good question because I was just noticing recently that I am a totally different person. And it's not just that I know how to deal with my HSE shadows and all of that, but it just seems like I have grown into confidence. I've grown into becoming a leader in my office and just anywhere. And I've been doing talks at different groups, and I could never do that at one time. One time, there was just no way I could speak in front of a group of, I think I spoke at one of the training retreats, and I don't know, maybe 60 people. There was no way I would have ever been able to do that. And time management and my personal energy management has increased incredibly. Your tools and your teaching and the private mentor calls, they give me support and they give me accountability, which I totally need to grow my business and to decide how I want my life to be. So I just feel like I am a totally different Karen than I was when I started working with you.
I would really agree with you. And I so appreciate that you've really zeroed in on the part about your voice and speaking in public, because I can really remember not just your first in-person training retreat, but I mean maybe the first 2 or 3 where you went the entire 3 to 4 days not saying a word. And now, like you said, at our last couple of training retreats, speaking up at the training retreat, in front of a room of, 80 plus people, and speaking so beautifully and eloquently, and your message having such an impact on the other HSEs in the room. And then, of course, the speaking that you're now doing in your business, which is so important when it comes to being able to deliver our message for each of us as HSEs. and a real demonstration, of what I teach in regards to V and V energy, the willingness to be visible and vulnerable. And you've been doing such amazing progress in regards to that V and V. And I know you've even made a real clear intentional choice to give focus to even going further with your visibility over these upcoming months and this year. So it's really, really truly incredible.
That's my mantra this year is I am visible. So I make myself as visible as possible.
Amazing. And again, so inspiring. And, for a woman in HSE in her 60s, it's just, again, such a demonstration of what I also teach so often, which is based in neuroscience, that it literally is never too late. We can reclaim, we can redirect, we can redesign our life at any time, and that includes for those of us who are highly sensitive. So tell me, what has all of this change and progress and visibility had in regards to an impact? And let's even talk about the tangible impact of the growth you've been able to experience in your business and the dental practice that you co-own and operate with your husband. What have you seen in terms of the effects of, again, your willingness and your commitment?
So we have a very small practice, very family-oriented. We've seen generations of patients. But people were moving away. They, unfortunately, were also getting old and dying. And it was a shrinking practice also. And not even just since I joined Business Miracles in 2016, but since I joined Eminence last January, we have seen an increase of 50% per month, not just overall, in income the whole 2019. And it was almost immediate. So it's just been incredible. And then it's given me a willingness to step into my leadership position in the office. So we as a team are able to have important conversations, difficult conversations, to put systems and finances in place so that my husband and I can actually take more personal time.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there's just so much to celebrate here. So absolutely that 50% per month of income. And I am so grateful that you really emphasize not even just overall, but per month, because so much of the work that we do in Business Miracles is to be able to work 30 days at a time, because that's how we work best as HSEs, is more of that chunked down perspective in regards to a time frame. So, and that includes looking at our income each month. So love that and love that increase for you. And like you said, especially as, a family-owned business where you operate the practice very much family-oriented, that so many others, without the type of attention and diligence that you've given to the growth, would easily shrug their shoulders and say, well, I guess this is it. Our clientele is dying out. But without sacrificing who you are as a practice, you've been able to grow so beautifully. And then again, this visibility and use of the voice in regards to leadership within the office. And so the team is part of this growth mission with you. And I love deep in my heart that you have more time with your husband. Yeah. I mean, because that's so important that, our growth and success as HSEs is holistic. And yes, it absolutely needs to be income oriented, because that is the E part of being an HSE, but it's so much more than the income only. So I love this. I love this for you and your husband.
Yeah. Aim from the very start of joining Eminence was to increase our income so we could reduce the amount of time that we worked.
Yeah, and you've done a beautiful job with that. And so much so, actually, that, you've created this strong, shored up foundation of income increase in the dental practice that you now have the space to answer a heart calling of additional service that I think has surprised you a little bit. Would you be willing to talk about this expanded direction that you're beginning to explore moving into?
Sure. So I became in addition to being a dentist, I became a health coach. And I've always wanted and enjoyed talking nutrition and your traditional health coaching. But in the end of 2018, my husband received a cancer diagnosis that was a little bit more than just treating it and hopefully being done. This is going to be a lifetime issue for him. So I had to learn along with him how to help him, but not at the sacrifice of myself. And that's been really difficult and a really hard road. But I think I've come out on the other side with your help, definitely, and the help of the community in Business Miracles. So my calling, my really strong calling, is to support other women who are caretakers for a spouse or other family members so that I can help ease their burden and help them take care of themselves. And that is where I'm going off on staying in my dental practice, but going off on this mission.
I mean, this is just really so incredible. Thank you so much for sharing this. I mean, I know this is going to really be so supportive for so many other highly sensitives, whether they're already entrepreneurs or beginning the process of becoming an entrepreneur, because so much of our shadow side as HSEs operates around the story of I can't handle it. Mm-hmm. And what you just shared is such a beautiful demonstration of that actually when we're operating from our HSE strengths, we can handle it. We can handle life, and sometimes life includes cancer, and life includes other, unexpected twists and turns. And you have managed through this, very challenging, unexpected twist and turn and emerged not only being able to handle it, but so much stronger and open to be able to answer this call to now support other women going through similar, that you didn't have to lose yourself, sacrifice yourself, because my goodness, that would not have been any help to anyone, your husband included. And other women really, really need this message and support. And you are like poised to step out on the platform and lead the way. And it's really so beautiful. So beautiful, Karen.
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. Is there any particular teaching or tool? I mean, I know that you've, mentioned the support of the community and our mentoring, but any teaching or tool within our Business Miracles 4-track curriculum that has helped in this regard or any regard in the growth that you've experienced over these years of mentoring?
Oh, definitely. I am all about energy management. I resisted it at the beginning because I couldn't even imagine how an order form to the universe or just sitting down and writing is going to help anything. And I can't live without it now. I do self-assessments every day, either on myself, self-assessment, or an assessment on my business, what went right or wrong. And anytime I just need help and I need it right then, I just sit down with a pen and paper and ask for it, and it usually shows up. So that has been my mainstay.
I mean, you have really learned how to create some massive miracles for yourself. and the challenging health situation in your family is just, one area. So I really appreciate you speaking to the power of energy management and, mentioning some of the specific tools that I teach, because it really does make such a difference for us HSEs in being able to go from, reacting as if life and our business is happening to us, to really being proactive and really a participant in creating the miracles that then we're able to experience. And I'm so happy you mentioned assessment.
Yes.
Because it makes such a difference. And like you said, you are not the only HSE who resists, but it really gives us this empowering insight into what we have the ability to do differently. So, all of this is so amazing and incredible, and I know that we've already talked a little bit about where it seems that you're headed next, but is there anything else that you want to share in regards to what is next for you?
I am just looking forward to all the abundance of possibilities. Even in my 60s, I feel like I have my whole life ahead of me to figure out what I want to do next and enjoy what I am doing. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Amazing. Again, so inspiring. And along those lines, wisdom, advice that you have for other HSEs?
So if you feel that every way that everyone else works is wrong for you, or that you're highly sensitive, I would immediately take that quiz and sign up for whatever it takes to join the community, because there isn't anything like it anywhere in the world. And one 5-minute session in training retreats is like you've come home.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. And I so appreciate that you really spoke to that feeling and energy as part of our in-person training retreats, because I know it often takes a lot for highly sensitives to believe that, they can travel, number one, and what it will be to, be in an experiential learning environment. But we really work so hard to have our learning environment in our training retreats, be supportive in regards to what is needed for highly sensitives to be able to learn, and to learn in a way that they can really deeply integrate and implement what's shared. So I so love that you just said that it's like coming home just with 5 minutes of being there. So beautiful. Thank you so much for that. And so where can HSEs find out about you and more about you and the incredible work that you are doing as a successful HSE, as part of the dentistry work, and also this new heart calling expansive adventure that you're entering into? Where can we find out more about you?
Right now, unfortunately, our dental website is under construction, but I am still at KarenWallet.com for my coaching, and we're on Facebook, Dr. Stewart Wallet DDS and Dr. Karen Wallet DMD, and on Instagram at Karen Wallet. And I can be contacted there, and I also post there, so you can see what I'm eating for the week, usually.
I love that. So KarenWallet.com, and we'll find ways to find out what's happening in the heart of your amazing dental practice as well. Karen, thank you so much for your time and your V&V here, and just being willing to allow us into the incredible success that you've been creating as an HSE. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, beautiful. Until next time.
Thank Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of A Course in Business Miracles. If you're ready to learn how to use your highly sensitive abilities to support you in being purposeful, profitable, and empowered rather than scattered, poor, and undervalued, take my free self-quiz to find out if you are indeed a highly sensitive entrepreneur. And if you are, along with your quiz results, you'll receive my free HSE Success Guide, which will teach you how to have your highly sensitive abilities working for you to create the results you desire in your business. Take the quiz and receive your free success guide now at www.hsequiz.com.